Alright, hello, my wonderful students. This is part 2 of foldable number 1. For this one, we have f of x is equal to negative 0.2 times x plus 3 squared plus 2. So once again, we're going to start with our vertex. So we're going to go and do our vertex here. And this is, if you remember, is going to be equal to our hk. Our h and k are here. So if we use the formula of y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k, we know that our h is actually going to be the negative of this, so it's actually going to be negative 3. And our k is going to be what's on the outside, which is our 2. So we have our vertex already. Oops. The next one is going to be our axis of symmetry, which is our AOS. Is going to be equal to our h, and our h was negative 3. So it's going to go to negative 3. So our AOH is going to be equal to negative 3. Then we have our minimum and maximum. So we have to look at this here, and this is a negative 0.02, so it's going to be a negative 0.2. And this is actually going to be less than a. That means we're going to have the graph's going to be going down. So we have a maximum. That means that the graph's actually going to look like this. So that's why we have a point here that's going to be our maximum point. But our maximum point is determined by our k. So the max is equal to our k, which was actually 2. So that means our maximum is equal to 2. And now we go to the domain. Once again, when you have a parabola, there's usually no restrictions in the domain, so our domain is going to be equal to all real numbers. You can also use this symbol here. This is it looks like kind of like an R, but you put another line through it, and this actually means all real numbers. You'll use this in calculus once you get there as well, or past calculus. And our range, if you remember from the first one, is determined by our minimum and maximum. So for this one, our maximum is 2. That means our minimum, or the range, can actually go from negative infinity all the way to 2, because there's no restrictions from this down here all the way up, but it's only a restriction when we get to 2, which is here. It gets to stop, and that's the restriction that we have. So that's why it's the restriction of 2.